Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun,
You're watching Cover 2 with your host, Katie Baird.
Welcome to this week's episode of Cover 2, where we cover you and your fantasy league. Our host Katie is not feeling well this week, so I will be your host instead. My name is Crystal. Let's get started with this week's lame game of the week. Janelle's Jets defeated the Lucid Bogies 71-66. Despite the win, Janelle's Jets set a record with 3 players all scoring 0 points in 1 week: Willis McGahee, Derek Mason, and Dustin Keller. Lucid Bogies were able to get points from every one of their players, but no one had more than Glenn Coffey with 12. Man, I could have used a cup of coffee while watching this game. On an opposite note, let's check out this week's highlighted score. IC Ninjas had the highest score for any team since week 1 with a 148-96 defeat of the Screaming Eagles. One of the IC Ninjas wide receivers didn't even play. Mike Sims Walker was suspended by his team shortly before the game. Peyton Manning led the way again with 28 points and Michael Turner added 27. The Screaming Eagles, on the other hand, can't seem to catch a break. 4 out of 5 weeks they have put up a good score, but also, 4 out of the 5 weeks they have been against a score of 115 or more. Talk about terrible luck. Now on to this week's other scores. The unstoppable Pats finally rebounded with a good score for the first time since week 1, to defeat the Zambonis, 106-70. Despite getting 0 points from 2 players, Tension Echoes were still able to get their first win of the season with a 92-85 victory over the Orlanders. Matt Ryan posted a team-high 29 points. In the closest game of the week, Get Your Popcorn Ready came up with a 1-point victory over the previously first-place Penguins Rule, 91-90. This win marks Popcorn's 4th straight win and second 1-point win of the year. This segment has been brought to you by our sponsor, Oil Spills. Oil Spills, killing thousands of penguins every year. Now it's time for Kickoff Corner, where we preview next week's upcoming matchups. As we look ahead at Week 6, each of the 5 matchups features a team with a winning record against a team with a losing record. We have a rematch of last year's semifinal between the unstoppable Pats and Tension Echoes. The Pats won that game, 121-96. Also, IC Ninjas will look to hold on to first place as they take on the 9th place Lucid Bogies. Now it's time for the message board post of the week. Tom McGlinchey, owner of the Orlanders, started a thread called, "If John Bayard doesn't win it all, fill in the sentence." His best one was, "If John Bayard doesn't win it all, he has to walk around South Philly with a Romo jersey and go to a Flyers game in a Crosby jersey." Zambonis owner Jimmy Baird added, "If John Bayard doesn't win it all, he will have to wear a J.D. Drew uniform while we all throw batteries at him." That's our show for this week. Owner Spotlight is scheduled to return next week. Thanks for tuning in to Cover 2, where we cover you and your fantasy league. See you next time, and until then, let's go Phillies.